Where are we landing today, boys? As you can see, she's all fresh and clean for this long trip ahead of us. So, got that nice and tight. So, this was a raffle car that was won by somebody in San Antonio, Texas, which is about roughly 19 hours away from me, which is going to be by far one of the longest single ways I've done so far. Just giving a nice last, tie down, make sure everything's nice and tight, looking over everything. Everything's good to go. But this is definitely going to be a fun little trip. A little far, but it is what it is. It is extremely cold in Chicago. Probably going to run into some bad weather either halfway there or on the way home. Let's hope not, excuse me. But we'll see what it is when we get there. As long as I'm loaded, I should be fine. Granted, most of this, by the time I actually get back on the way, most of the stuff should be sort of clean, I guess. I would hope. That being said, let this trip begin with a full tank of gas. When it spills out, this is gonna be a long one, but what are you gonna do? It is what it is. Locked in basically this morning at 12 o'clock when the winner was announced. Reached out right away. He said it's only right to get it transported by you since it is coming from Chicago. So I appreciate that a lot. And definitely this thing is in good hands. So of course I always offer Amazon Prime next day shipping, so we will be there by early afternoon, depending weather and road conditions, but that is the plan. So we will see you guys in a couple hours. I'm thinking maybe 3-4 hours, see how it goes, and we'll see you then. We are almost halfway there. We're about 7 hours into the drive now. It is currently 12:30, and this trip has been pretty smooth so far. I took a different route this time because it was supposed to be snowing through Arkansas already, and I'm not sure if that's entirely true. So I still ended up coming down 55 through Missouri, down to Oklahoma, and then straight through Texas, obviously. But so far so good. Just doing a little pre-trip, making sure everything looks good. Car looks great. Still not a scratch, not a touch, not a drop. It did snow for like a couple, maybe an hour, but it's so cold that obviously nothing's stuck. And thankfully they had just laid salt, or either they did or they didn't, because the truck is still clean as I left, so who knows. But it is freezing. The way back is gonna be a problem. Supposedly there is up to 12 inches of snow on the forecast, so I'm trying to make it to San Antonio by 3 o'clock latest. That way I could maybe hopefully drive either right before the storm or when it's just starting, so it's not too bad. Once the storm is already started and you're 2-3 hours in, snowfall, roads are dangerous, and honestly I don't want to go through that. I have driven through snowstorms before, but with the empty trailer it's not the funnest. especially in cities and towns that are not used to getting snow. Nobody knows how to drive, so I'm gonna try to avoid that at all costs. If I have to stay the night in Texas or Arkansas, somewhere, let everything get cleared up a little bit, then I will, for my safety. Obviously my life is not worth the risk of just getting home a couple hours sooner. It is what it is. I'll take the hit on the time, and then that's it. It is what it is. I'll be home safe and sound, but this thing is still looking good. It looks good outside, but it is cold, cold, cold. So far everything is good, but I'm trying to cut down on the yapping with these videos and kind of show you guys more of the view and stuff. But honestly, this trip is all night. I should be in Texas in a couple hours, I hope. Most of the time Texas is where I spend most of the time when I do go to Texas. It takes me longer to drive through Texas than it does to drive to get to Texas, which is funny. But you don't realize how big Texas is until you actually get to Texas. But hopefully the weather is nicer over there. Should be, hopefully, but we'll see. I'm excited to be there, excited to drop this thing off. But we got about 12 hours left, 809 miles, so it should be good so far. Yeah, about 6 hours and 45 minutes, something like that. So basically 7 hours. So hopefully this trip goes as smooth as it's been going, and we'll see you guys probably like 3-4 a.m. I should be in Texas by then, hopefully. But I will see you guys in a bit, boys. And we are in Wichita, Kansas, Kentucky. I don't know, I just be going everywhere. I believe we are in Oklahoma City. We did get a little bit of ice, like a little ice storm. I don't know if you guys can see. Oh, my windshield got all frozen. I couldn't get it unfrosted. It was weird. But we got a couple hours left, and this baby is gonna be home to his brand new owner. I just stopped at this Love's. I'm getting gas, and it's funny because I was in there and the cashier was like, "Hey, you speak Spanish?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do." And she's like, "It's because immigration is out here. I don't know if it's that truck back there or one of these somewhere, but she's like, just letting you know, immigration is out here." Thankfully, I don't have to deal with that. But I do feel bad for the people that do have to deal with that. Unfortunately, that is a real life situation. For people that are dealing with that, it's weird because we're so far out from the border, you would think, but I don't know, this is like, people are fucking crazy out here. Gotta take the front end off that truck. I don't know, but my guess, they're in, I don't know, one car that's parked over there. But anyways, back to this thing. Hopefully the new owner loves it. I mean, this thing is clean. Definitely one of the cleanest. Man, these guys are fighting over there. Can't really see it or hear it because of the wind, but they're fighting over there. And I'm just trying to get moving, get my blood flowing, walk around a little bit. You know, because it's been like, well, I gotta check, 12 hours now. If my math is correct, I've been stopping. Sorry. I think it's got like 90 something. It's going to Texas. It's from Chicago, yeah. Thank you. Oh man, so as I was saying, yeah, I got, if my math is correct, I've been stopping exactly every 3 hours, roughly. You know, 2 hours, 45 minutes, 3 hours, 10 minutes, something like that, for fuel, which has been pretty on point actually. And look at this, I spilled gas, which means it's full to the top. Only 44 bucks for 18 gallons. This is a 32 gallon tank, so I do fill it when it's about halfway, which is, I don't know, I just like to do that. Whoa. So I guess immigration was not in that Silverado that parked behind me. We'll see. Hopefully, you know, I'm gonna try to eat real quick, but I don't want to deal with it, so I might just eat somewhere else just to avoid that whole conflict. I don't know, it's just super annoying. So as you can see, I did drive through a whole bunch of like little ice storm. All this is completely frozen, and I was wondering why I couldn't see my headlights, and now I know why. They are frozen. That's the only thing that sucks about LEDs, is they do not produce heat, so all that is frozen. But it is what it is. As long as, well, that's kind of frozen too. But I'm gonna get inside and I'm gonna eat something real quick because I am freezing. It's cold over here. I know it's colder in Chicago, but I will see you guys probably 3-4 hours again too, and we'll go from there. So far Texas has been a disappointment. It's been nothing but traffic, bad weather, and dumb drivers. But what are you gonna do? It is what it is. I got about 2 hours left of traffic, and it's only 94 miles away, which is insane. But what are you gonna do? I guess construction has taken over the city of Austin, so we'll see. I just called the customer. He's fine. He's been home all day anyway, so a couple hours won't hurt. That's what's left. Nice and tight. I just stopped for gas. Everything is in working condition. Weather's actually not too bad, as in cold or hot. It's just raining, and then, you know, with all this traffic, it's bumper to bumper, so it's a little annoying. But so far we are on hour 18 and a half. So far we've done 1,135 miles, so isn't too bad. We got 94 miles to go. Drop this thing off and turn around and come back home. Try to get there before the storm gets worse. I don't know, I haven't seen what the weather is over there yet, but I got another stop, Lower Illinois. Then I'll be able to go home. I might stop and sleep depending what the weather looks like. If it's too bad, then yes, I'll stop and just sleep. It is what it is. Might as well be safe than sorry, like I said before. But that being said, I will see you guys in 2 hours or so while I unload this thing, and we'll go from there. And we are all dropped off to its new owner. Super happy guy, super nice guy. Pleasure meeting him. Same day, no, not same day delivery, next day delivery. Could have been same day delivery if I would have left the night, but I had other stuff planned. I see you, bro. Thank you. But we are all set, ready to go home. Thing is unloaded. It has been a drive, but we are ready to go home. And I just noticed that light's out. That means this light's out too on the bottom. It is what it is. We are ready to go home. Not quite. We still got another 20 something hours to go, probably, just because of all the traffic and the snow and stuff, but we'll see. But as of right now, I'm gonna get some food and head towards or in the area of home. So I'll see you guys in a bit. We landed today, boys. So I got a call from some random dude on Facebook, or a message, told me to call him. He's got a little issue out here. One of his buddies, or buddies of buddies, something like that. Anyways, I'm gonna go check out, see if the truck fits on the trailer. I guess he was on his way home and had some transmission issues. So we are heading to Austin, which is on the way home, sort of. We're gonna see if this thing fits. It's got wide tires on it, camper and stuff. If I feel comfortable enough to bring it back to Chicago, I will be taking it back to Chicago. But I still gotta go get that set of wheels for my boy Brian in Southern Illinois. So we'll see how the weather plays out and all of this, and if the truck fits. Pretty glad that I actually got that call, because now I can go with a weight instead of being an empty trailer or having just the wheels on it for the ride home, which is only like 5 hours from home, 6 hours, something like that. So really wouldn't have made a difference then. But if I could get through the snow with the weight, I think that benefits me a little bit, depending how bad the snow is. Now if it's too bad, then I am cooked. I'm gonna have to wait. I don't know if I can wait though, because I might fly out to Austin, no, not to Austin, to Phoenix, to drive a truck back to Iowa for one of my friends. We'll talk about that a little bit later if the time comes, when it does. But for right now, I'm 71 miles away from this truck, and it's gonna take me almost 2 hours to get there. I've been in traffic now for like 20 minutes, and I still got an hour and a half left, and it's so close but so far. With this traffic is insane. But it's traffic hour, what are you gonna do? I'm already over here. It's not like I could be like, you know what, bro, I don't even want to deal with it, whatever. I could tell him that, but it's gonna put him in a really bad situation. Then it's gonna be a lot of back and forth. You know, I'd rather help him out if I could. So we are headed there now, and I'll show you guys the truck loading up, if it fits, if it doesn't. If it does, we are good to go, and we will head back home nice and slow instead of a little faster pace, because this truck is a full-size truck, which weighs just as much as my truck. So we'll see how that goes. But I'll see you guys in a bit. We'll go from there.